welcome back to my channel. I'm Mackenzie and I'm homeschooling mom of 4 kids. And recently I came out with a video showing my chore chart system and how we keep the kids motivated to do chores and help out around the house. It works really well for our family, and I got a lot of requests from that video to share the actual chores that are on our chore chart, because I shared the chore chart and like our system, but I didn't share what those actual chores are. So today I'm going to share with you my kids' chores, my chores, and my husband's chores that we do daily and the chores that we do throughout the week. So if you would like to hear the chores that we do around our house, stick around. Okay, so like in my previous video, which I will link right here, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch that. I have some really good ideas in that video on how to keep the kids motivated and how to stay organized and how to stay on top of things in the house that might catch your attention later once it's too dirty if you didn't have a system in place. And in that video, I shared our chore system, and I have 3 kids that are doing chores. I have an 18-month-old and I have him help me with chores, but it's not like he's responsible with doing any chores. I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to start with my 9-year-old, and she has daily chores and she has chores that she does once a week. So she has a certain amount of chores that she does on Monday and then Tuesday. So every Monday she does these, every Tuesday she does these, but then every single day she has these chores up here. And so I'm going to share with you her daily chores that she does every day. She always has to clean her room. She has to clear the counters and the island, and then she has to wipe the counters and the island, and then she has to feed the cat. And so those were her chores every single day. And then on Mondays, on top of those chores, I would have her switch the laundry for me. So she knew that when I was doing laundry those days, that when she heard the washer chime that it was done, she would go up and she would switch it for me. So that was a huge help, because sometimes I'm in the middle of dishes or I'm in the middle of making lunch or dinner and it would go off, and then I would forget about it, and then I'd get moldy clothes, which is gross. It was really nice to just have somebody else staying on top of that for me. And so that was her extra chore, as well as wiping the sink and the mirror in the downstairs bathroom. So it's just a half bath. It's not a big job, but it's just something that needs to get done regularly so that it doesn't like collect dust and start to look gross. She would do all of those chores in one day. And on to Tuesday, she would do all of her daily chores plus sweep the floor in the main bathroom. So she's still working on that main floor bathroom, just doing something different the next day. Her other job was to take out the trashes, and she doesn't do that anymore. That has actually got moved to my husband's job because she absolutely hated it. Like, she dreaded it. And she's really good at doing chores, and she's really good at staying on top of the things that she needed to do, but that was like something that she dreaded so much. I'm totally fine to work with my kids' needs in that way. On Wednesdays, her extra chore is to do the dishes. I decided on Wednesdays just to keep it with the dishes, because dishes for a family of 6 can be quite a bit. So on Thursdays, she has to clean her bathroom, which becomes quite the disaster with like her clothes. When she showers, she just kind of like throws her clothes on the floor, and so does her sister, picking up the towels that they throw on the ground and hanging them up or putting them in the laundry. So she has to do that. She's not like wiping anything down necessarily. She's just like picking up all the crap that they put on like the counters and on the floor. And then on Friday, I would have her and another child, I would put this chore on theirs as well on the same day, so they're working on it together, and it was cleaning out the car. So they would be taking in everything from the car, all of their crafts, all of their books, all of, you know how kids are, they just bring things into the car and leave it there, like their jackets and shoes and things. I would have her just take all of that stuff out of the car. This was before our loft area was our homeschool room. So now that it's our homeschool room, it gets a lot messier, and I've taken that off her Friday chore chart as well. And so now, instead of just cleaning the whole loft by herself, she's gonna be cleaning the homeschool room with her siblings, because they all thrash the homeschool room. Okay, and then moving on to my 7-year-old girl, she, for her daily chores, they all have to clean their room. So cleaning her room is on her daily chore. Cleaning the kitchen floor and sweeping around the table and wiping the table and the chairs. So she's got 4 of those daily chores that she does every day. On Mondays, she has to sweep the back porch. We have been in the home that we're in for almost a year, and so our backyard has a lot of dirt, and so it makes our back patio really dirty, because they like to play in the dirt, and so there's clumps of dirt all over. So I have them go out and sweep off their mess once a week. So she does that on Monday, and then she cleans the bathroom on Tuesday because they mess it up more than once a week, so we need multiple days for them to go in and clean that. So she has it on Tuesday, and then she's putting the laundry away after I folded it. So Monday's like the day that I'm washing all the laundry, and then I will fold it up, and then Tuesdays she's putting it away. On Wednesday for her, I have her to clean the loft, but she's going to be cleaning that with her siblings, and then she has to vacuum it. On Thursdays, she has to wipe the sink and the mirror in the downstairs bathroom, and then she has to sweep the floor in the bathroom. On Friday, she has to vacuum our big rug in our family room, so it's pretty much like the whole floor in the family room. She's going to be vacuuming that, and then she's helping her sister clean out the car. Okay, so for my 5-year-old's daily chores, I have him to clean his room just like his siblings. His job is to pick up the rug in the family room. So toys, we have our toys out there, so the toys get spread all over the rug a lot of the time, and shoes and things if they forget to take it off by the door. So that's usually thrown into the family room, and his job is to clean up the rug, and then he has to clean up the stairs. Often if they leave something, because all of their bedrooms are upstairs, so if they're leaving something downstairs that needs to be put away upstairs, I will just like plop it on the stairs for them to take it upstairs. If there's things that don't necessarily belong to one child, if it's like something that belongs in the homeschool room, I'll put it on the stairs, and he will have to pick it up on his way up and put it away. On Mondays, his job is to clean the floor in the homeschool room. So if there's pencils that fell on the floor, or if there's trash from crafts that fell on the floor, he's just gonna pick those things up under the homeschool table. His job on Tuesdays is to clean up the homeschool shelf. So we have this shelf in our homeschool room. Maybe I'll do a video on like our organization in our homeschool room as well. But we have this big shelf that I put like our paper organizer and our sharpener, and it's kind of like a desk against the wall, and sometimes it gets kind of cluttered. And so I'll have him clean that up. So if he sees like pencils that are out, he'll have to put the pencils away. If he sees markers that are out, he'll have to put the markers away. And then on Wednesdays, he has to straighten out his closet because he's already cleaned out his bedroom for the day. And sometimes things get shoved into the closet. So his extra chore is to tidy up the closet. So sometimes he'll throw things in there like trash or Legos, and he needs to go in there and put the Legos inside his Lego bin, and put the trash in the trash can, and put socks in the laundry basket instead of just throwing things on the floor. And then on Thursdays for him, he has to put away the shoes in the mudroom. I know a lot of times we have like a mudroom next to our garage, and they have little cubbies in there, and sometimes the kids will just take off their shoes and throw them on the ground in the mudroom instead of putting them in their little cubbies. And so his job is to go in there and just kind of like organize the shoes in the cubby area. And then in the summertime on Fridays, like he has to go and help the girls clean out the car. But in the summertime, he has to go in the backyard and pick up toys that people have left outside. The kids a lot of the times will leave their shoes out by the trampoline to jump on the trampoline, and then they run in without their shoes. And so shoes are left out there a lot. Balls are left outside, toys. So he's just gonna pick up our backyard on Fridays. Those are the chores for the kids. And like I said in my other video, I was just kind of cleaning up things as I saw them, like doing dishes when the dishes filled up, doing laundry when the laundry got full. And so I decided I needed to be more on top of things and kind of be more proactive with my house cleaning instead of reactive with my house cleaning. And so I decided to make a chore chart for myself, which made complete sense. You know, we make one for our kids, why not make one for us too? And I made one for my husband as well. That way I don't have to like feel like I'm nagging my husband to help me around the house. Like he knows every day what his chore is, and he's helping just like the rest of the family. So it's worked out really well that way. And I'm also doing a lot of other chores throughout the week too. But the chores that I put on my chore list are things that usually slip my mind that I don't think about. And so this is just a good way to remind me of those cleaning tasks that usually kind of fall between the cracks. But my weekly chores, on Mondays, I vacuum the whole upstairs. So that consists of like all the kids' rooms and the homeschool room, which is the loft. In order to do that, the floor has to be completely clean. So they have to do their chores before I can do it. They have to clean their rooms, and they have to clean the homeschool area. And then I can come in and I vacuum all of that. And then along with the vacuuming upstairs, I vacuum the stairs coming down. And then usually I'll vacuum the rug downstairs too, which is like our family room. And then on Tuesdays, I clean out the car, and I will just take everything out of the car. Usually there isn't a whole lot of stuff because the kids have already taken everything out on Friday. but this is the day that I vacuum it because I am in the youth group in my church, and sometimes we drive the youth around, and it's really embarrassing to have a really gross, disgusting car from just having a lot of kids drive around all week. So I make sure it's clean on Tuesdays before I have the youth hop in my car and drive them around. So that's why I have my car cleaning on Tuesdays, but I gotta have it once a week. And before I did my chore chart, my car was just always so gross. So I'm just so glad that I thought to make a chore chart for myself, and it's been so good to have a car that's cleaned once a week. But I'm sure you guys have already figured that out. On Wednesdays, I am cleaning the mudroom, and then I'm going upstairs and cleaning the laundry room. So I just feel like those are rooms that really get overlooked. Of course, I put it on my son's chore to put all the shoes away. It's also on my chore to go in and sweep up that area because people are tracking dirt in, especially with all the construction going on around me. And also our laundry room gets pretty dirty, surprisingly. So it's just tidying up those things that we don't look at often. And then Thursday is my mop day, so I mop the kitchen and I mop the family room. On Fridays, I deep clean my bathroom. So I'm gonna be wiping down the sinks, wiping down the mirrors, I'm gonna be sweeping the floor, I'm going to be mopping the floor, I'm going to be deep cleaning our tub and our shower and our toilet. So it's like a full deep clean of our bathroom. And then on Saturdays, that's my laundry day. A lot of the times I start it on Friday as well and finish it on Saturday because we do laundry once a week and have 4 kids. So I have a lot of dirty clothes in our house. So it doesn't always take a day to do our laundry. So those are my chores. Moving on to my husband's chores. If you plan on putting together a chore chart for yourself and your husband, I highly recommend talking with him and seeing what chores he wants done every week and what chores he's willing to do every week. I didn't just make this list for him and say, hey, here you go, here's your chores every week. We sat down and we went over, what things we noticed kind of fall in the cracks and who is willing to take those chores. So that's how we set this up. So my husband mops the floor on Mondays, and then on Tuesdays, he is cleaning the kids' bathroom. So the kids are pretty good at when it's their chore to pick up all the physical objects. And the mirror in their bathroom is just really gross. Their countertop's really gross, and they're just not the best at cleaning it to the extent that I want it to be cleaned. So my husband goes up there and he just wipes everything down, and he cleans out the toilet and makes it so that the bathroom up there is presentable. And then on Wednesdays, he wipes the counters and wipes all the appliances in the kitchen. That is definitely something that gets overlooked in our house if we don't have someone doing that once a week. And then Thursdays, my husband is the one that takes out all the trash, and he will put all of that out into our trash out on the street because Friday is our trash day. And then on Fridays, he cleans our entry area by the door because a lot of times people will just plop their shoes up there. So I kind of have him clean all that out, and then he also comes into our bedroom and just tidies up things that we just kind of got sloppy with in our bedroom over time. Something that I want to add to one of our chores is to sweep the front porch because, like I said, with how much construction is going on right now, things get really dirty outside on our concrete. That is the gist of the chores for everybody in the house. They have to do these chores before they can play at anybody's houses, and if you saw my video, you know that they get a ticket for what they do for prizes at the end of the week, so it keeps them motivated and it's really fun. And it really just helps have peace in the home when it's clean and we don't have to live in filth. Those are the chores for everybody in our family. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.